Hello, 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 my empowered, beautiful people. How are we today? Thank you for being here today. Back on LV with Val Radio. Don't forget you can download the app and also listen to the show on the app, okay? LV with Val Radio. Look it up on iTunes and Google Play. Boom. So, guys, welcome to this episode. I tell you the truth, I did record this episode way before because yours truly is her birthday month and she can have vacations, right? Exactly. So, guys, so today I want to do a little different. I want to show you guys a little coaching session, a little 8 areas of life. We're going to talk about the 8 areas of life and how by improving one area, you can improve the rest. Yeah. So, guys, let's go. So this is what I have for you right here, little example. So this is called the wheel of life, and it has 8 areas. And we're gonna put all the areas down, and then we're gonna give them scores of how we currently feel about that area in our life. Okay, so I need you guys to grab a paper and go. You're gonna draw a big circle, and then you're gonna divide that circle in 8 pieces. Okay, then you're gonna put in one piece. You're gonna put professional, which is like your job. And another one, you're going to put your inner network of support, like your family, your friends, everybody, colleagues. Who's there for you? Who is really there supporting you? Okay. They're going to put passion for what you do, what you like, what you do, what you like for your life. Passion for your life, guys. You need passion for your life. Then you're going to go with health and vitality. Health and vitality, that physical health, right? You exercising, what are you eating? What's those lifestyle habits? What is it? Tell me all about it. Okay. Then you have your relationships with, I think it's more intimate, right? So we're going to look at your partner or your best friends. Okay. Then we're going to go with your environment, your home, your work, your car, wherever you are spending time in. Okay. Don't forget, wherever you're spending time in, how is it? How's it look? What's up? Right. Then we're going to go with resources, your financial, that job, who resources, and like, do you have access to libraries? Do you have access to courses? What do you have access to, right? To grow yourself. What are those resources in your life right now? Who can you go to, right? And last but not least, we have personal growth. Personal growth meaning to advancing your career, your emotional intelligence, anything like that, guys. Okay. And so there we have 8 areas of life. Again, we have your professional, your inner network of support, your passion, your health and vitality, your relationships, intimate relationships, your environment, your resources, and your personal growth. Okay, those are 8 areas of your life where you can candidly say that in a way, each of them have their focus in their life, but all of them trickle down and can be together. And if you better one, you can be able to better the other. So the main question to ask yourself here, so that you can give yourself honest points, right, about how you feel about an area in your life. The question you want to ask yourself is, how are you in blank? So there's where you're going to put professional, personal growth, relationships. How are you in your relationships versus how you would want to be or how you would prefer to be, right? So let's say in your if I'm feeling right now a 6 on my relationships, right? Because my intimate relationships is just with my best friends. I tell them everything. They give me advice, and vice versa, etc. I don't have a boyfriend, right? So I'm gonna give myself a 6. Then I have my environment. So I love my job. I love coming home. I love my car. I have good environments where I know I feel safe. I am in secure zones, everything. So I'm going to put that at 9.5, right? Then we have my resources. My resources are monetary, right? My resources can be parents, friends, family, anybody that can help me better my life can be a resource. You get what I mean? Because they can connect me to someone, they can connect me to something, and then better my life. So I'm gonna say I have a few access to a lot of resources. I'm gonna put myself at an 8 because I know I could have better resources. I know I can. Then I have my personal growth. And so I'm going to answer the most honest I can with these, but I want you to see an example of when somebody can have a 9.5 in their environment, but can have a number 4 for passion or a number 3 for professional. So let's continue. Okay. So our personal growth, right? We're advancing our career. We want emotional intelligence. Let's say our personal growth is not all the way up there, that we know that we can feel better, do better, act better, decide better. So that personal growth is feeling like maybe at a 6, right? Maybe at a 6 today. Then we have our professional, our career, our job. Maybe that job is not the job we want. Maybe it's not the salary we want. Maybe we want something more. We want something more refreshing, more aligned to what we are passionate for. So let's say that job is at a 4.5. I'm going to give 4.5. Then we have that inner network of support. Right. So how's that network in a network of support? Let's say the family is not all there with the career you've chosen. Let's say your friends are also kind of iffy and they don't support you through and through. They keep telling you advice of other things that you should be doing, wanting, etc. So let's say that network of support is at a 5. Is at a 5 because not that many of them are supporting you right now. They want to see you act better, do better. That support and then that's how you also feel because they see it. Let's say they see it, right? And then you have your passion. What do you like? What are you passionate for? What are you working on? Is it really your passion itself? Is it really what you want? Is it wake you up in the middle of the night and say, oh, I'm so excited to work on that tomorrow? Is it? It really is it. That's what I'm asking. Okay. So let's say the passion is like at a 7, right? That the job's not all the way up there, home, etc. Passion for what I do is not all the way up there. And now let's go with health and vitality. How are you feeling when you get out of that bed? Are you stretching? Are you hydrated? Are you eating well? After you eat a breakfast, do you feel energized or do you feel like you need to take a nap? How's that lunch? How's that dinner, right? Let me know. So let's say our physical health is like at an 8 because we're not having time to go to the gym, but maybe we're eating okay, right? Or maybe a 7, maybe a 7. So if we truly look, right, at all the points, right, at the numbers that we give ourselves in each area, we see that if we were to try to make this wheel spin, it wouldn't spin, right? Because it's inflated in some parts and deflated in some parts, right? So if that were to happen, right? So if our wheel looks something a little like this, right? Where it's gonna be super inflated in some, super deflated in others, right? So that's our inner wheel, right? The inner wheel based on our points. The inner wheel based on our points, guys. The inner wheel based on our point system, right? That we gave it because we're asking ourselves, how am I in my personal growth versus how I would want to be, right? So I'm saying I'm feeling at a 6 and I would want to be at a 10, right? So I'm gonna go with the lowest one here. The lowest one here is my job. It's at a 4.5. 4.5 career job. Let's say it's not the salary you want, your colleagues are driving you crazy, your boss doesn't listen to you, doesn't take your advice, they just give you more and more work and it's drowning you, you don't feel okay, you get home and like you're bringing work with you. This is what you're always complaining to about your friends or your partner. So let's say you want to improve that professional career job, right? Your professional self. How would you go about doing that, right? Let's think about it. What three things could you be able to do today or tomorrow to be able to bring that 4.5 up to a 9? Right? And I'm not saying like the next day you're going to bring it to a 9, but these are homeworks that are going to help you start setting the path to make it come up to a 9. Right? Okay. So, what can I do? If I want to advance my professional career, my job, what can I do? What can I do? I can start seeing if there's any certifications, right? I can see certifications for business. Boom, for business, right? It's myself, right? Certifications for business that can improve my asset, right? Me being an asset in the company because now I've learned something new for the company that we can implement and it can benefit the company, right? So I'm gonna look up for certifications about this. Right? Just look it up. I'm not saying I'm gonna sign up already. I'm not gonna say I'm gonna do it already. I just wanna get information down, right? That's a quick homework, a quick task I can do that doesn't overwhelm me nor stress me because I've already want to sign up. How do like first of all, double check with your boss if that you do that certification, right? If it will give you a salary increase, right? We want to know that too, right? So that's what we're only looking at. We're only doing research right now. Another thing we could do for that career, for that job, guess what we can do? We can do a meeting with our boss. Let's say we're gonna meet with the boss, right? And we're going to tell them our grievances, right? We're going to tell them our grievances and we're going to tell them how you are now prepared to be considered more as an asset in the company and that maybe they can give you more responsibility or something more catered towards that makes you feel more passionate about your job, right? So we can talk, we can ask for better work, we can ask for a raise, we can just meet with your boss and let them know what's going on through your heart and through your minds for them to have respect for you, to have that open communication because a lot of our bosses sometimes really don't know that we're feeling bad until we tell them, right? So you can't assume that your boss already knows that you don't really like your job or you don't like something about your job because at the end of the day, to each their own world. Okay, guys, so don't ever assume that stuff. Just have a meeting, talk to your boss, tell them how you feel, tell them if there's anything you can do to advance your position in the company. Tell them if there's anything you can do for them to give you a bit more responsibility in the company, something like that. And then what else we can do? For our job or career, guess what else we can do? We don't want to go with a certification right away. We can look what we can do. We can read books. We're going to find new books about businesses. Find new books of business, of bettering my career, everything like that, because there's so many tips and tricks out there, guys, that you don't really have to limit yourself to only certifications or courses or anything. Just read a little bit more and implement what you read into your job, into your life, because you'll see how it changes. That's why there's a book about it. A lot of us forget that after reading the book, we need to put things into practice that we learned from the book. Okay, don't forget that. Okay, guys, so see, 3 simple homeworks, 3 simple tasks that I can be able to do between today or tomorrow to be able to start creating a path towards making my 4.5 of how I feel right now in my professional area of life up to a 9. You see? And how let me show you an example of how just doing that of bettering my professional career job is going to trickle down into all the rest of the areas. Because once, let's say, I'm giving more responsibility at the company, right? So I'm feeling more important. I'm feeling like I'm needed. I'm feeling, and maybe even it comes with a little raise, right? So now guess what? That person, now you have a little bit more funds to get on that personal growth, right? Maybe now you can do the certification, which will advance both your professional career and your personal growth, because having a certification is personal growth, is mindset growth, and you can even start, I'm not, go to psychologist now. You can afford a psychologist. So you start bettering that emotional intelligence, right? Then we have more responsibility, we have more salary, maybe we have a little bit more paycheck, maybe a bonus. So we have more monetary resources, right? We can have more monetary resources to do and find whatever else we need or may want. Then our environment, well, a quick pep up on the salary, homework, maybe we can improve something in our home that we wanted. I don't know, a hot tub, you can buy yourself a hot tub and improve that 9.5 up to a 10 in your environment. Then your relationships, let's say your job was affecting your relationships because all you could talk about to your partner was the complaining about your job, and if it was bringing them down, not being able to help you find solutions or anything. So now you feel better about your job, and now you are able to relate better to your boyfriend or your best friends, right? Because now you're changing the subject. Now you feel better. Now you can definitely talk about something else versus what's bringing you down, so that can always bring you up. Because sometimes, yes, our best friends and our intimate partners want to listen to us about what's grieving us, but sometimes they just want to listen to the good things that's also happening in our life. So don't forget about that part too, right? Then we have the health and vitality. How are you with that health and vitality? So if it's at a 7, right? And let's say now you have a little bit more time to go to the gym, or now you can walk from work, go back home, and that's your exercise. So think about little things like that. It's everything trickles down. And now your passion, right? Since you're giving new tasks at work that maybe relate to what you actually are passionate for and what you actually want to do. Because what happens to that 7 in that passion area? It goes up immediately, right? So again, I hope you guys see, and that inner network of support, right? So now your family and friends are happier for you because now you stood up for yourself at work. You stood up and said, I think I need something better. I want to do better in my life. I need this or that, which is why your families and friends were maybe telling you already. So now that inner network of support goes up. Now they support you more because you went after something that knew that could improve your life after they've been telling you that they could, right? That you could. So don't forget, 8 areas of life. One trickles down into the rest. Make sure you give yourself honest points. And remember, the main question is, how do you feel in your area of life versus how you would want to feel or be, or etc. Okay? It's very simple sometimes. It can be very simple. But if you want extra help, if you want a coaching session with me where we can talk about the true areas of your life, and that you want to be able to empower yourself and do better for yourself and do better in your life, guys, just DM me on Instagram, DM me on Facebook, talk to me. Don't be shy. Everybody can afford my prices. Everybody. Come on, guys. Don't forget. And thank you for listening to Empower Hour with Coach Anna. Remember, this was a pre-recorded episode. So if you didn't catch it on the live radio, catch it on my YouTube, okay? But thank you so much for being here. Remember, you can download the app LV with Val Radio, and I'll be here every Tuesday, 5:30 p.m. Bye, guys. Thank you for listening to Empower Hour with Coach Anna. I'll see you on the next one. Bye now.